Okay, guys, I've tried a lot of nootropics over the years. Over the past 5 to 7 years, I've tried dozens and dozens and dozens of different nootropics out there. And some I've liked, some I haven't liked, but I'm absolutely telling you this is the closest you will ever get to the NZT pill from that movie Limitless. This is a company called Nootopia. Now, they reached out for me to test these products, and I can absolutely tell you I was blown away. And I'll tell you exactly why I was blown away and what makes them so different than a lot of the other nootropic companies that are out there right now, why there's so many other gimmicks, and how this company's really taking it to the absolute next level in terms of nootropics. But also, I'm going to let you know my results, and I'm going to give you my 4 ones in particular that really stood out to me that I think are ones you might want to consider trying for yourself. So, let's get into it. Now, if you've never heard of nootropics before, this is really the secret of the top elite, the top performers, the top entrepreneurs. So many people claim that nootropics have been such a game changer because it enhances our mental performance. So nootropics, just think of these as natural solutions that are designed to enhance our natural brain performance in a variety of different ways. And a lot of people have claimed to use these and notice extreme benefits from these products. Now, I first got interested in nootropics about 5 to 7 years ago when I first tried a product called Alpha Brain. And I just thought, man, this thing is so cool. I got to see what else is out there. And the more you start to discover and the more you learn and the more you try, you realize there's a whole world out there that begins to open up in the field of nootropics that really Alpha Brain is just touching the surface. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but there's a lot more out there for you to try. Now, here's some people you may recognize who have claimed to be taking nootropics for quite a while and love the benefits of taking them. People like Joe Rogan, Dave Asprey, Barack Obama, Michelle Watterson, even Barry Bonds. They all love taking nootropics because it enhances our brain performance and our brain power. Now, what I got to try what's called the World Domination box. And to be honest, there's a lot in here. Now, I want to share what really sets Nootopia apart from all these other companies that I've been using before. And the biggest difference, one, is the quality of the nutrients that they use in their products. There is a vast array of different nootropics in these products that you will likely not find in any other nootropics on the market unless you dive really deep into sourcing or dive deep into actually getting some of these specifically yourself, which they're very, very hard to find. The other thing that you're going to find with Nootopia is their delivery method is incredibly precise in terms of how they want you taking it. What do they want you taking these with, right? Some of these nootropics in particular, they'll want you to take it with some type of oil, why, for example, like putting oil in your coffee to be able to enhance the delivery and uptake of some of these nootropics. Some of these you're taking first thing in the morning. Sometimes some of these you're taking on an empty stomach after food, right? Their delivery method is so much more precise, even down to the timing. So for example, this brings us to one of my favorite ones of all these, which is called Nectar X. Now, Nectar X is meant for productivity, rapid learning, creativity, and the nice thing about this one is it's actually in a powdered form. And because it's in a powdered form, the way you're actually going to take this is you're going to fill up about a 24-ounce bottle of water. You're going to dump this into the water, and within the 15 minutes, you're going to drink about a quarter to 2/3 of it right away. And that's supposed to enhance delivery, give you that initial boost. But then from there, you're drinking the rest of it over the course of about a 4-hour period if you want, right? You can obviously change that as you go through. But I will tell you what, when I first started using this one, the first time I tried this, that 15 minutes of trying to get that third to a quarter of that down, you'll definitely start noticing a difference right away. I started to notice immediately that clarity started to come in. My brain felt sharper. And a lot of times I was taking this first thing in the morning to try to get myself up and get going. And I just noticed an immediate uptick of energy, clarity, focus. It was like my brain made that shift right away. So for me, this one was a massive one that I reached out to him right away. I said, how do I get more of this? I need like a whole box full of just this one, because this by far was my favorite one. I noticed results the fastest. I believe part of that's because it comes in a powdered form. You're able to put it in water, drink it. It's going to increase that absorption faster. And the nice thing is a lot of these you can actually combine. So they'll give you recommendations in terms of stacking. So you can not only take this, but you can also match that with something like Upbeat or Brain Flow, things like that, and actually enhance the performance of all these together because they will have that synergistic benefit. But by far my favorite one was Nectar X. Oh, and not only that, big question people would probably have is, well, how does it taste if it's powdered form, you're putting in liquid, how does it taste? To be honest, it tastes freaking delicious. Now, the other one I really liked to pair Nectar X with was Brain Flow. Now, Brain Flow is designed to increase your productivity, enhance your focus, brain performance, and for me, pairing these two together, I felt was extremely, extremely powerful. Now, this one in particular, you're going to be taking on an empty stomach. So you're not going to have any food with this one. And it kicks in usually in about half hour with this. And the biggest difference that I noticed with taking this with anything else was a lot more of that smoothness of energy. There wasn't a big ramp up like you would in terms of like stimulants. It's not a jittery feeling. It's just a very clean, smooth energy. So I'm pairing this with the Nectar X. It was like I felt this uptick in my energy, but it felt very clean, very smooth. But it was consistent for at least 4 to 6 hours, I noticed, after taking this. And I don't know if you can see the pill in this. I'll shoot a little shot of this. But the pills are a work of art to look at these things, how they're manufactured, how they're actually designed, and the way they're designed to put these oils in to be able to increase the uptake of these nootropics that are in the inner capsule of these. I mean, it's just absolutely a work of art to look at these things. But then again, when you match it with the actual performance, you can see why these work so well is because they've taken into account not only just the quality of the products that you're putting in, but really actually paying attention to what's the actual delivery method and are we enhancing the uptake of these things? Because honestly, you could put the best quality product together, but if you're not focusing on how it's delivered or how it's best taken into the body, it's not going to work, right? And that's the one thing I think Nootopia has really stood out to me in this sense, is really focusing on what's the prime delivery method for these, and also helping you stack these together in a way that's the most effective, most beneficial. But especially with this one, major uptick in smoothness of energy, which I really enjoyed. Now, the third one I really liked was this one. This is an interesting one. This one's called Zamner juice. Now, this one's designed for rapid neurotransmitter stimulation. So it's designed to actually stimulate this neurotransmitter production. And this is a really easy one to take. You just simply just take it in and just like that. Now, this one is interesting in the sense of you're not going to get a big jolt in energy. You're not going to feel like the stimulant energy. But what you're going to get is you're going to get this feeling of my brain's just clicking, like things are just wiring together. I feel like my words flow a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier to be creative. And so a lot of times what I would do is I would use this one as a midday pick-me-up, kind of. And so, as you're starting to notice your brain starting to get a little bit fatigued, especially if you got a lot of work you're doing throughout the day, this is a perfect way to almost like refresh your brain a little bit. That's the best way I kind of describe it, is it's just kind of like a brain refresher. It just kind of almost resets your brain in a sense and gives you that little extra jolt of energy without being a stimulant, without it being caffeine, right? Things like that, or without putting you down and making you feel like it's too much, right? This is this perfect little boost because it just, it has things like GABA, L-theanine in there, which is very helpful for focus. And so for me using this, it felt like a very easy, clean, just refocusing, recentering tool that I really, really enjoy. And so this is usually in my mid-afternoon pick me up as I'm kind of transitioning towards that mid to end of day. This has been a nice tool for me to use. I really enjoy this one. And this is one, again, you're not going to notice this major boost, right? It's not going to be this like, oh my God, wow, like major uptick in energy. But when you combine these with all these other tools, you're going to notice it just gives you that a little bit of increase in energy and focus. That's why I really like this one. Now, the last one that I really enjoy and I was fascinated with is Mental Reboot. Now, there's actually 2 of these that come together, right? So you're going to get 4 tubes usually with these. And these come in 2 forms. So you have, sorry, I'm making this all a mess on camera here. So you have 2 forms. You have Mental Reboot AM and Mental Reboot PM. Now, for me personally, I really enjoyed the Mental Reboot PM, and I'll tell you why. The Mental Reboot AM was fine, it worked really great, but to be honest, with all the other things I was using in the morning, the Nectar X, the Brain Flow, to be honest, it was hard to really tell a difference with the Mental Reboot AM. Even though I know it was working, you could feel a difference, but it wasn't a significant boost compared to when you're combining with all these other things you're going to be taking first thing in the morning, right? But the Mental Reboot PM was the only thing that I was really using at night. And I'm going to tell you what's interesting about this in particular is what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're actually going to break the capsule open, put it on your tongue. It allows for immediate rapid release and delivery into the system, right? And then you wash it down with a little bit of liquid or water. But it allows it to be delivered extremely quickly, which is really, really interesting. And then from there, what I noticed big time was I just noticed just great quality sleep. I was not waking up at all once in the middle of the night, but when I woke up, there was just an immediate sense of easier to get out of bed and jump into the day. Just felt like when I got up, I was able to actually be primed, ready to go. There wasn't this lag time of being groggy. I got to kind of wake up a little bit. It was just, I'd wake up, my body's ready, and I got into my day. Right. And then when I was taking the Nectar X and the Brain Flow right after that, it just seemed like there was this seamless transition of waking up, going into the day that was really, really fascinating to me, because I've tried different nootropics that really enhance sleep. But the problem is some of these ones that are meant to enhance sleep can also have some interesting side effects where I'd feel groggy the next day in the morning. It just felt like my brain wasn't picking up the quite way I wanted it to. But mental reboot is meant for more brain detoxification, brain cleansing, kind of like rebooting the system. And so I noticed in this one in particular, I'd get great sleep without feeling groggy, but I would also wake up feeling more rested, recovered, but also ready to go, which I found was really interesting with mental reboot that I really, really enjoyed and keeps me taking this on a regular basis. So, I mean, when you get the World Domination box, it comes with a ton of stuff. I don't even know if I have that much left anymore because I used a lot of it. But the cool thing that comes with is they do have an app you can use to help you monitor your journey, help you in terms of dosing these things, also making sure you're taking the right ones, how to stack them properly. And it comes with this 40-page booklet that walks you through each one of the products, how to stack them based on your goals, what you're looking to achieve and accomplish. And it walks you through a 30-day journey of how to take these throughout these 30 days and how to stack them, how to use them. I mean, this is the most comprehensive nootropic product out there. And especially when you combine all the different products into one, the World Domination Pack, this is the most all-encompassing product I have ever seen, hands down. And I can say that with absolute confidence because I have tried, I'm telling you, a lot of stuff out there. And not only that, but it comes with the app. It's got everything you need in here. There's nothing else like it. Now, if you want to try some of these individual products individually, or if you want to go ahead and do the World Domination Pack, which I highly recommend that you do because it's going to come with this booklet. It's going to show you what are different stacks you can try, what stacks you can do, kind of help you focus in on which are the nootropics that work best for you. Then I highly recommend trying that World Domination Pack. But you'll find there's a little promo code down below that's going to help you get a discount on some of these as well. It's going to give you a discount on the World Domination Pack. And it's just going to get you set up so you can try these out for yourself and really see how beneficial these really are. Because I'm telling you, we live life through our brain. And if you get a chance to experience just a fraction of what I've experienced going through some of these products, I think you're going to be blown away. Because you can find all my other videos talking about other products. I've never tried anything like this. You can probably even tell a difference in my energy on this video as well, because guess what? I'm taking these right now. I'm on Nectar X, I'm on Brain Flow, I'm on the Zamner juice. Trust me, I can feel it. I feel focused. I feel good. My mood feels good. And I'm telling you, you are going to feel the same. So if you want to try and get a taste of that yourself, you can use that promo code down below. And I want to thank you guys again for checking this out. And thank you, Nootopia, for allowing me to try out these products myself. I have been blown away. I've already reached it back out to you guys to get another shipment in because I'm ready to rock and roll on these. I'm going to be taking these for a long time, you guys. So you'll probably see them a lot more on my channel as well. But thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one.